Okay, here's a huge pile of trees in Port Charlotte, Florida. Just for comparison, on this side of the road, look at this side of the road. They had some major tree loss.
Like 14
And
foot high or better.
yeah, it's at least, I don't know,
At least-
8 foot.
No, 14,
Yeah, it is. 14?
feet.
15?
Yes, that's way up there, baby. That's
Huge.
huge piles of wood. And everywhere you look is destruction.
Yeah, everywhere you look, they're piled up. But that was the biggest pile. If hugest was a word, that would.
Everywhere we look.
Yeah, we're here in Port Charlotte, Florida, trying to fix up our little rental home. They got blown away in the hurricane. The roof came off and we had some water damage, but compared to a lot of people around here, we did pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
And some people did even better. I mean, look, their roof is untouched.
Yeah, some of these are untouched.
And then
yeah.
the people right next to them, their roofs are gone. Their roof is tarped, which our roof is tarped. Their roof is tarped.
Yeah, a lot of tarping going on.
A lot of aluminum. I don't know. Where's the scrappers around here? There
I can't
is
believe nobody's picking up all this aluminum. It's
aluminum
insane.
and metal everywhere.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of metal to be picked up. Donald and Becky need to come down here. They'd be in heaven.
But as you can see, every house is affected some way. Look at this. This is bad. This dude's out there all by himself trying to pick all that mess up. Trees have no leaves.
Look at the roof.
Oh yeah, look at
Ain't
that
nobody
roof.
tarping it or doing nothing. It's just
Right there. Look at that. Yeah, no one's tarping it.
Pool cages all shredded.
There. Here's homes that are tarped. Everywhere you look, the trees are down. At least the roads aren't closed anymore.
Yeah.
When we first tried to get here about 2 weeks ago, it took us, like 4 hours
Yeah.
to do a 2-hour drive because every road we went down, they would turn us around and tell us we had to go a different. That we had to go back. They didn't tell us which way to go, so we were Googling, trying to find. Watch out, Levy. Trying to find back roads to get in here, and we finally did, and it took us hours out of the way.
Yes, sirree.
And then what was weird was on the way home, we tried to take those same roads and we were turned around because at the time that we were coming, they were open, but then they had closed them at night so that the electric company could come in and start stringing the electric lines, and they would just have the whole road blocked off with 15 electric trucks trying to string the power lines back up. Yeah, this is there's that one I told you. This guy's out here by himself trying to look at him.
That's Kevin's.
He's trying to clean all that mess up. I think I would just call FEMA and find a friend to stay with.
And normally he makes his living off of yard sale stuff.
Yeah,
so he
so-
can't even do yard sale right now.
No.
Nobody's out doing that.
And he had a lot of yard sale stuff in his garage,
Yeah, it
and
got
now it's
wet.
ruined.
Yeah, everybody around here is so wrapped up in taking care of their stuff. They're not out yard selling or going to the beach or doing
No.
what they'd normally be doing.
They're out in their yards throwing away their belongings, trying to
Yeah.
sort out what they can salvage.
Yeah.
Today's Sunday, so people are trying to rest. But
It's been a long couple of weeks here.
2 weeks ago, when we finally made it here, the girl across the street was sitting out in her front yard with 3 small children in a little, like a little $20 plastic, hey dude, wading pool, just trying to stay cool and occupy kids because at that time the electric was off. The electric just came back on. Oh, look at that. That house is tarped up.
Tell you what, these
Look at the
streets,
trees. The ones that did make it really don't have any leaves
they
on
got
them.
stripped naked. Look at that sign beside you over here on the ground. That wind was brutal on street signs.
Oh, I know. Look, and this is another thing. The street signs are down, and as you can see on the other side of that one is a stop sign. But thank God, like right here, you would have common sense and know to stop. But
Yeah.
some of the signs that are down are
Intersections.
for four-way stops.
Yeah.
And we just plow right through it. Other people plow right through them too. So you got to really watch out for that because a lot of the street signs are down. Look at that. On this side of the road, the homes, well, I can't say that because the one on the other side of the road is blown away too.
Oh, it came through.
It was an
equally.
equal opportunity
Yeah,
hurricane.
It was.
It really was.
Here's one of the intersections where the signs are down.
Yeah, look.
People are just blowing through them.
No signs. It's laying there. So I think last time we came through here, we ran it. We didn't know. It was not. It was dark. And yeah, now we know to look. And
That's the school / Catholic.
yeah, just look at the trees. They
Everything got shredded.
all their leaves are gone.
Sign. Look at their sign at the front door.
There's their sign laying on the ground.
That was another thing.
Go
Going
this way
down
so y'all can
19
see better.
out there, seeing all her Tamiami Trail, seeing all the signs that were blown completely
Yeah, all
out.
the business signs are blown away.
McDonald's, Wendy, all of the.
And if
food
you're
signs
not
are
from
gone.
here, then you really don't know where you're where you're
Yeah,
going.
you're
You're looking for a sign that's blown away in 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, no longer there.
This is Catherine Avenue. This is our road,
Yeah, buddy.
and as you can see, it was pretty devastated. Look, the trees are all leaning. They're leaning.
That's the guy that had them weird birds.
Yeah, his
My
tree
yard
is.
every day.
See that tree in the yard?
Yeah, I bet them birds don't
Look
lay
at-
in the
Look at this roof.
junk. Damn, look at that oak tree right here. How
Hanging.
it just snapped.
Yeah, look at that oak tree.
Snap.
Ah, the sun got me. Look at the palm tree. It's all bent. That palm tree has no fronds.
Oh, look at our awning from here. I
Yeah,
gotta
you
find
can
straight.
see there's our house, the little mint green one with the door open. We're trying to air out the utility room. But you can see our roof is gone. We tarped it up as soon as we could get in here. And
We're building our mountain of sticks by the road.
there's our mountain. There's the other side. And let's go up in here. Look at the trees that are still left. Let me get out so you can see, because our windshield's dirty from all the traveling. But these big trees back here that are the county or the city's responsibility fell all in the yard, all over this lady over here's fence. That's why you see her fence all bent up. Yeah, all these trees. And you see how high they are? See how high they are? So in a hurricane, they're big enough to fall and hit my house. And every storm, that's what they do. They fall and hit my house. County says they're not going to come out here and do anything about it unless they fall, which the damage is already done. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. So now, let me walk back here and show you. They're going to have to come out here now because look what the hurricane did. Do you see all that across the little canal? That is a tree. There's where it starts. There's its little root ball, if you can see it. Yep, there's where it starts. And look, this tree goes, keep going, it goes all the way down to the end where you see the last branch. That is that same tree. That thing just fell all in this. Look at the debris that fell all in this little canal waterway. They're going to have to come out here and get all this out. They can't block up the waterways. And then look at these, how they fell. They weaved themselves into the other trees. Oh, about fell. I'm okay. Look at that. They weaved in between, and we got to figure out how to cut this stuff out. damaged the neighbor's fence all the way down. Her insurance company has already came out, or she's already put a claim in. They've already came out and taken care of it. These branches were all the way across her fence. That's how far down they went. The trees that I'm showing you in my yard were so tall that they went all the way down her fence. It's crazy. But like I said, those aren't our responsibility. See where her fence is? She had the zoning people come out, or not the zoning, anyways, the people who come out and measure off the land and tell you where your property ends. As you can see where her fence is? Anything behind that would be the county's responsibility, or whoever takes care of these canals, city. So there's her fence, and if you cut across to these trees, they're behind that line. There's her fence. I don't know if you can see it. Those trees are behind that line. They're not our responsibility. Now this tree here leaning towards the house, that is our responsibility, but that line runs like right in between those trees. So we're going to try to cut these trees right here out. As you can see right behind it, those trees, Mother Nature cut them out. We're trying to clean up the debris and get it to the road. The debris was all in the yard. You couldn't even walk in the yard, and it had fell on the house, the tree. We came out here 2 weeks ago, cut it off the house, made a pathway around the house so people could come in and, you know, see what kind of damage was done. It was this tree here, so we're going to have to figure out how to get that thing out of here. That's the tree when I was little. I used to call it a paper tree because you can peel the bark off in like sheets of paper. And then this was a huge or was that a melaleuca tree? I think that's what that paper tree thing is, a melaleuca tree. Tea tree, or I'm not sure what they call it. This tree back here, it completely shredded it. And then here's our roof. This stuff is so heavy. Trying to drag it across the yard, you can only drag it in like 5-foot sheets. It's so heavy. And then here's the little canal right behind the house, that waterway that all these trees are now blocking up. Look at this guy right behind my house. His house is untouched. His roof looks perfect. His screen room is still intact. Everything is just... Then the house next to him, you can see, has a blue tarp on it. And then I'm right behind him, and you look at the tree damage, and my house is all tarped up. I thought my screen room was damaged, but thank God it wasn't. But all this devastation right here, and well, he must be living life good. I don't know. I need to go ask him. What are you doing different? And there's my Abigail. Abigail, say hey. And oh, look at this. Look at the tree damage behind that guy down there's house. It looks about like ours. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Now that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Look down in, can you see down in the canal right in front of it? Can you see all the trees in the canal? That's crazy. Look at that. This hurricane was, it sat here on top of Port Charlotte for so long, hours. My friend who lives down here says it was 30-something hours. It was just beating it. And as you can see, it did so much damage. See, there's people out in their yard. Yeah. This is down our road. Those are our piles of crap and our garbage. But we're out here cleaning up. Gotta try to fix that awning. Those old awnings, they're hard to buy. There's the rest of our roof. It's laying in front of a door, so it's so heavy you can't move it. I figure I'll just leave it there and use another door. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. There's Levy. Thank God for that man, or I'd be out here by myself doing this. But thank God it wasn't as bad as some. It's fixable. We have a new roof coming. They're gonna have it done in a couple of weeks, and it's mainly the rest of it's just cleanup. We got to get all this cleaned up and get everything washed down because there was some water damage inside because the roof came off in the middle of the hurricane, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Everything's fixable.
No, Bingo, you can't
Thank
come out.
God.
There's no fence, dude.
All right, guys. Thanks for checking out my crazy life.